Okay, so you've built your first $10,000 in savings. Congrats. But be careful, that's where most people stop. The real change? Well, that happens at 20K, because $20,000 is where money stops being savings and starts becoming leverage. It's when compounding shows up in your life, your stress drops, and your choices multiply. I'm Seth Moran, and I spent 20 years on Wall Street, and now I'm helping all you guys take the fear out of investing. And here's the truth. That first 20 grand, well, that's the spark plug your money-making engine needs to get fired up, because that's when your money starts working for you. So in this video, I'll show you why $20,000 changes everything and how to get there faster than you think. Wealth acceleration. At $10,000, you feel compounding, but at 20K, you see it. An 8% return on $10,000 is about $800 a year, which is about $66 a month. And at $20,000, that same 8% is $1,600. And that's more than $130 a month. Now your money is kicking off interest that can cover your phone bill, your gym membership, maybe even your groceries, and you didn't even have to lift a finger. Nothing about your job changed, your life stayed the same, it's just that your capital started doing the heavy lifting. And that's the first shift, realizing assets can buy back your time. And that snowball just speeds up as it rolls down the mountain. Saving $500 a month from zero takes 35 months to reach $20,000. The next 20K? Well, that only takes 26 months because your first 20K is compounding with you, depending on your interest rate. Fast forward, at $500,000 invested at an 8% return, returns $20,000 every 6 months. Now at $1 million, now that's $20,000 every 90 days. Compounding is slow until you have enough built up in your cash reserves, and then all of a sudden, it's not. The mindset shift. So something changes around 20,000K, and it's psychological. When you've got $1,000, you worry about tomorrow. At $10,000, you kind of finally breathe a little bit, you got a little bit of a cushion, but at $20,000, you start to believe. If you take a hit, say a car repair or a flight, whatever it may be, you're still in that 5-figure category. That builds confidence. The average American has around $8,000 saved. So at 20K, you're already 2.5 times ahead. An extra dollar isn't just money, it's independence. As Morgan Housel, the author of The Psychology of Money, one of my favorite books, says, every dollar you save is a little more freedom than you had before. So at $20,000, that freedom starts to finally feel real. Career freedom. Now, this is one of the most underrated parts. You start getting options, man. When you're broke, you need your job. You can't just walk away from a toxic boss or a toxic environment. At $20,000 in savings, yeah, you've got a little bit more choice. You can choose. If your monthly burn is 2 or 3 grand, you still got 6 to 10 months of runway. Now, that's enough time to find something better, switch industries, or start a side hustle. At $10,000, that's risky, right? You don't quite have enough rope to help yourself in the end. But at 20, it's a calculated move. Money doesn't buy happiness. That's where people get this wrong. It buys time and space, and that time and space gives you power. And ultimately, that time and space is what makes you happy. When you're broke, everything costs more. And here's the ugly truth. Being broke is expensive. $35 overdraft fees, $12 monthly service charges, paying insurance monthly because you can't afford the annual discount. Now, banks made nearly $10 billion in overdraft fees last year. And not because people are stupid, it's because they're trapped. At $20,000, you can break out of that. You're not sweating every transaction. You can buy in bulk, pay in full, and you stop bleeding from the hidden fees. It's like a defensive superpower. It's less stress and way more control. The investor class. So $20,000 gets you into the investor class. You can finally play the game right, not just save, but invest. You can max out your Roth IRA. I think the limit's around $7,000 a year currently. Now you've still got $13,000 left for your emergency fund or other types of investments. You can throw some of that extra cash into ETF, bonds, REITs, gold, and even a few individual stocks. But you're no longer dabbling, you're working on building wealth. So here's one way to look at it. You put $7,000 in your Roth IRA, you take $8,000 and put that in your emergency savings into a high yield savings account. Anything above 3 is good. You put $3,000 in the market, crypto or gold, whatever it may be, and $2,000 in your checking. It's simple, functional, balanced. You can work on the dichotomy of the breakdown. That's completely up to you. You have to make it personal. But basically, when the market drops like 15%, you're not panicking. You've got a cushion, you've got conviction, and now you have some ammo, which is that cash sitting there to help buy the dip. Now that's the difference between traders who panic and investors who build. thinking long-term. Crossing that 20,000 savings barrier rewires your time horizon. You've already proven two things: discipline and delayed gratification. Ever hear of the marshmallow test? At Stanford, they did a study where they put a marshmallow in front of a bunch of different 4- and 5-year-old kids. Now, the researchers told the kids that they could eat one marshmallow now or wait 15 minutes when they get back, and then they can have two. They found out the kids who waited and didn't eat the marshmallow right away, thereby delaying their gratification, did better later in life with higher grades, better careers, better results overall. Now that's a $20,000 mark in your financial life. It's basically the adult marshmallow test. The key here is that patience pays. Getting there faster. If you're not there yet, here's how to get there faster. Step 1, know your baseline. Track your income, your expenses, your net worth. Know what your burn rate is, meaning know how much you spend a month on everything. Step 2, play defense. Track every dollar for 30 days. You'll probably find $200 to $500 a month leaking out. Subscriptions, delivery fees, impulse buys, they all add up. And step 3, that's where you play offense. Ask for that raise that you've earned. A 5 to 10% bump can shave months off your goal. Add a side hustle. Sell the stuff you don't use. You got clothes that you don't fit in anymore? Don't just sit there and let Moss eat away at it. Get it out there on Facebook Marketplace and sell it. Every extra dollar between 0 and 20,000 matters more than any dollar after it. So once you cross that $20,000 mark, your life doesn't just look different, it feels different. There's less fear, there's more freedom, there's more options. If you're already there, keep going and stay focused. If not, go watch my video on how to get rich if you're poor to help get you on your way. And that's where it all starts. Hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're working on right now to help you get to where you need to be. I'm Seth Moran, and remember, kindness is the rent we pay on earth, so do something nice to someone.